Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss a beautiful poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. The poem is From a Railway Carriage. In this poem, the poet R L Stevenson describes a strange journey as a child. So basically, he's a small child who is experiencing a train journey. So he's very excited and amazed with the unique views that he get to see from the train. He is glazed to observe different things and observes even the smallest and the simplest of things very closely. The poet uses several figures of speech, or we can say poetic devices, to present the poem. So let's have a look. Faster than ferries, faster than witches. The poet here compares the speed of the train with the speed of the fairies and witches. Fairies and witches are the imaginary creatures, and they travel very fast, so the speed of the train is being compared with the speed of fairies and witches, and charging along like troops in a battle. The poet here compares the movement of the train with the advancement of the army or the soldiers who are going for a battle, and they both have predetermined destinations. Bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and all through the meadows the horses and cattle. The poet in these lines describes everything which you could see from the train window. So he states that a variety of things can be seen outside, such as the bridges, the boundary of trees or bushes, which we call hedges, which is planted along the roadside. Then he can see the horses and the cattle in the green fields. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. The word fly means passing by very quickly. So the poet sees uh, the sight of the hills and the plains, which are only seen for a short moment. So this is because of the fast movement of the train. So all views cross the train just like drop of rain. So the poet here says that the sights are passing by so quickly as if the quickly and constantly, the same as the rain falls. So driving rain implies a constant stream of images, and each one is observed only for a moment before the next stream of images starts. And ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Wink of an eye again means very, very quickly. So the poet says that even though the sights are passing so quickly, still there is some kind of pleasure watching the beautiful scenes. So the child is very excited to see the different scenes that he could catch through the train window. So as the train passes, the railway stations, they look like the beautiful painted pictures. So it all seems that the stations are whistling by as they pass the colorful stations. The sound which comes from the station as they are passing by, it seems as the station is making a whistling sound. So painted stations means the poet gives a message that even the simplest things can have beauty in them if we take a closer look. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles all by himself and gathering brambles. Clambers means to climb on a slope, and scrambles means to climb quickly, probably using both hands and legs with a lot of effort. Brambles means the bushes of wild berries. So in these lines, the poet says that he could see a small child climbing a steep ground, and he's collecting berries all by himself during the climbing. So you could see a child who is climbing with a lot of effort, and he is also gathering brambles as he climbs on the steep ground. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes. He then sees a homeless person who was looking at the train with a lot of amazement. So a tramp means a homeless person. Stands and gazes means he was standing and he was looking at the train from the outside with a lot of amazement and excitement. And there is the green for stringing the daisies. As the train moves forward, he sees the field of daisies planted in rows. Now the daisy plantations are planted in rows. So when looking from the train, it seemed as though um, it is a garland made up of daisies who are stringed together. So the daisies which are planted in rows appeared as a garland of daisies to the poet. Stinging the daisies is a phrase that means making a garland of daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. Lumping means moving clumsily and noisily. The poet then sees a cart moving slowly on the road. It was full of load, and also the cart driver was sitting on the cart. The cart was moving very clumsily with lots of noise because it was carrying heavy load. And here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. He also gets a glimpse of the mill and a river by its side.
The poet could also see a windmill.
So there was also a mill and a river which was passing by. All these objects appeared and disappeared so quickly that poet could only get a glimpse of them. Means poet could only see them for a very short time. So at last, the speaker describes each piece of scenery as a glimpse that stays for a short period and then fades forever. While traveling by train, none can notice a particular scene next time. So thus, each journey becomes unique, unraveling newer scenes against the changing canvas of nature. Because all the scenes passes by very quickly and every scene is a unique scene because it cannot be seen again in future. So this video was made for you children. Do subscribe for more interesting videos. Poetic device of this poem will be discussed in the next video. Till then, thank you and bye bye.